2-1 and 2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Here comes Cobb.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle to Smith. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
One of the selling points of the end route is against a quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Watson now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Burrow's throw complete here to Doyle. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Now Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd and very short. Burrow, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That'll be caught by Anderson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
First and goal from the 6.
Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Devontae Smith.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Nighthawks have taken the early lead.
This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Dublin's offense now set to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. From the 36, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. From just shy of midfield, Watson. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler, Julio Jones. Watson on first down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get...
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now Gordon on first down. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Watson.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago.
5 catches, 59 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And Jones has it over the middle.
7 yards, the pickup there.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Shamrocks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
They go back to Murray on 1st down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He dumps it to Hyde. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Latavius Murray getting set to go again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds Latavius Murray. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. To the sideline, it complete to Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it's Burrow. This goes out right to Doyle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on second down. Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in this.
Julio Jones all alone. And touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Shamrocks are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Going with a screen for Murray. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Burrow will throw. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On first down, Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. from the gun. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Shamrocks add 6 to their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now the try here for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Cobb. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right?
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And all the way in for the touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Nighthawks have come back to make it a 2-point game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson
right back to Pitts again.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 8.
Again, it's Murray. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Burrow on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Watson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson complete to Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Watson off play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Watson now to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Watson.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down. Again, they defer to Snell.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now it's Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Deshaun was out of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Shamrocks are able to add on to that lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Point after here coming up. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Not be brought out. It's a touchback. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. High to first down and more. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Caught by Cobb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the 36, Burrow. That's complete to Cobb. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing, Burrow. He's got Jack Doyle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Burrow. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
There's Smith. He's got it along the sideline.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Folks, here as they head for the exits, it's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the home team here, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.